So it's been almost 25 years since I first said to Ruby, so many suffering people on our streets is breaking my heart. And Ruby said, it's breaking my heart too. We knew this would need to be a place where people experienced being both deeply known and loved. And that became Recovery Café.
When I first arrived, we are expected to sign in, and the staff greets us with a hearty hi, a happy hi Esmeralda, happy as my service dog. And then I go right to my table. I have this group of people who I call my supporters, and we support each other. And I look forward to having lunch with them every day. They lift me up when I'm down, and we lift each other. We do the same for each other. Prior to coming to the cafe, I struggled with mistrust. I struggled also with isolation. I also struggled with not knowing how to express my own needs. A recovery circle is a weekly meeting, and it provides a way of sharing each other's stories. And we go around and hear from each other and learn from each other. And sometimes there's healthy discussion, healthy laughter. It also provides feedback as people share from their own experiences. And it provided a cocoon to be able to share more and share deeply. The Recovery Café is a place where I discovered my own mental health. It also gave me a voice as to feeling belonging and also a sense of safety.
Esmeralda continues to share her gifts at the Recovery Café in Seattle, and there are many others who were part of a circle for a time and then moved back into the larger community to share their gifts of healing and love and connection with others.
My name is Cody West. I utilize the pronouns he and him. I'm the Chief Program Officer at Peer Washington. Peer Washington is a peer-run organization providing peer recovery support services to residents across Washington state. I found recovery back in 2011. My recovery journey took me to inpatient facilities down in California. And after 6 months being down in California, I was released and discharged back to my family here in the Puget Sound area. And there was 2 locations that I found to really kind of solidify my recovery, one of them being Recovery Café. And that was pretty exciting. I was in a circle with an intern by the name of Matt, and I remember I was like, what am I getting myself into? But it was really cool, a chance to get together with other folks and connect on a personal level. And by virtue of attendance, I think it was, the beginning of 2012 that I stepped into the role of facilitating that circle. And so I held on to that role as a group facilitator for 6 years. Having that space really was important to me early on in my recovery because it really kept me connected to community and brought me out of isolation, which so often is what folks experience when they're released from either treatment or being in custody or from emergency departments. Is really the opposite of addiction, is really social connection. And the Recovery Café did a wonderful job at creating that space for us to come together. I really think the staff is a special place in my heart, and still to this day, now in my recovery journey, 13 and a half years later, without a return to use, I still have connections with a lot of the staff members that supported me back in 2011. And I think that says something about who the staff are, and it's not just a job for the staff, it's really a life purpose. And so having that connection really was special. And now David and I have a chance to work together in other capacities, where he and I are supporting each other in the Washington Recovery Alliance, serving on the executive board of directors as the treasurer there, and really helped to form the King County Recovery Coalition. And so the cafe and I are still engaged, even though I'm not going through the doors every day. But the legacy of what that provided with me at that time is still paying dividends. Recovery is a reality for all. And I think for folks out in community, it's important to understand that as you see individuals that might be struggling, they are someone's loved ones. They are a son or a daughter or a child of someone that deserves a chance at life. And being in recovery helps me stay connected to that mission of where there's breath, there's hope, and where there's recovery, there's life.
Esmeralda and Cody's stories are just two, and through the Recovery Café Network, countless other stories are unfolding across the United States and Canada. Since 2016, more than 20,000 people have become members, our most deeply served group. More than 62,000 have participated in a recovery circle. More than 400,000 meals have been shared, including throughout the pandemic. And more than 600,000 recovery visits have been hosted, each a point of light in a person's journey.
So we're committed to walking alongside groups launching recovery cafes in their towns and their cities because the need is so immense and we all need a place to belong.